It's Friday Night Live with Vince, pregame, postgame show. Your destination for top high school previews and wrap-ups with Vince and his team. Buckle up and hang on for Friday Night Live. Good evening and welcome to Friday Night Live presented by the Varsity Sports Show team. Vince DeLisio here, joined by Ethan Kinney and Jade Giuffre. Ethan, Jade, how you guys doing?
Doing fantastic.
Doing well, Vince.
Awesome. As you know, this is a recap of sports for the week and some previews of things to come, both at the local and national level. And hopefully you guys have had a good week. I know it was a kind of a flurry of games. We did some semifinals, some finals of soccer, semifinals of basketball. It's been quite the week. You guys been out there busy?
Yeah, it's like right before spring break, just getting everything in before we can relax.
Literally, you guys we're all 1 foot out the door here, ready for spring break. Anyway, without further ado, let's get going. I'm going to turn it over to Ethan. Ethan, what do we have coming up first?
Yeah, so first we're going to bring on Johnny Fogel, who's going to talk about the Prescott basketball game on Tuesday.
How are you, Ethan?
I'm doing great, Johnny. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Walking through the streets of Madison, Wisconsin. Glad to be home for spring break. But let me tell you, the Prescott Mesquite basketball game was unbelievable. It was unreal. So we've got a player named Addie Persandaro who averages 22 points a game on Prescott, and she was struggling the whole first half. These are two teams that basically average under 50% field goal percent shooting, so they're just throwing up bricks the entire game. It was going back and forth. Unbelievable crowd intensity from both sides. The fans from Mesquite who drove 2 hours to Prescott were incredibly loud. I would say even louder than the Prescott fans. Then this game ends up going to overtime. We have 15 lead changes in the second half alone. It was absolutely unbelievable. And then at the end of it, Mesquite, the 6th seed, pulls off their second straight upset of the week, beats Micah Mountain, the 3 seed, and then goes into Prescott and beats the 2 seed on to the 4A state championship game. Unbelievable game for Mesquite. And I really thought the biggest takeaway for me was the coaching difference between Candace Gonzalez, the Mesquite coach, and Jamie Johnson. I thought it was a big difference, and I thought Candace Gonzalez really got the best of Jamie Johnson, the Prescott coach, at the end of that game in overtime.
Yeah, and you said Mesquite, they're just coming off of 2 upsets. Do you think they have what it takes to go all the way?
Absolutely. I mean, they've got a really great lineup of girls with this girl named Avery Melberg who can absolutely put it up from anywhere. Same with this girl named Skyly Gonzalez. Both of them are juniors. They can shoot from anywhere on the court. Excellent defenders. Really good rebounders for how short this team is. So I would say that they have a good chance against anybody, because if you're willing to get into the paint and rebound the basketball, whether it's offensive or defensive, and you're going to get those out to your shooters to hit those threes, I think you have a chance against anybody. And they forced like 16 turnovers against a Prescott team that, again, was second ranked, hadn't lost in 2 months, had a player who was the leading scorer in the conference, and they really shut her down. She didn't score in overtime. It was unbelievable to watch. And like I said, Candace Gonzalez, as long as you have her, the coach of Mesquite, you will have a chance. She had an unbelievable game plan. She told me before the game that she was completely prepared for Prescott, Addie Persandaro specifically, and she was not afraid of the intensity of this moment. So I think they got a chance against anybody. I honestly would pick them to win.
Awesome, Johnny. I'm looking forward to it. Well, thank you. Enjoy your spring break, and now I'm going to pass it back to Jade.
Yeah, up next we have Ansley Pavacek from UNLV. She's going to be talking about the Mountain West tournament. Ansley, how are we doing? Let's hear it.
I'm doing good, Jade. How are you?
So amazing. Having a fantastic day.
That's good. So for the Mountain West tournament, it's actually a week-long tournament starting tomorrow, going along to March 14th. So first we have the women. They go from March 7th to March 10th. So all the seeds are set for them. It starts off with the 5 through 12 seeds tomorrow, and whoever will win those seeds will play the top 4 teams on Sunday for the quarterfinals, and then the next day will be the semifinals, and then the 10th will be the finals. And then, however, it is very different from the men's due to the fact that we do not know the seeding as of yet, as we have to wait for tomorrow for the regular season games to end.
Yeah, we move around quickly over here. As far as I'm concerned, I'm only been paying attention to the Big 12 championships as an ASU student myself. So who are some key players, some key teams we should be looking out for in this tournament?
For the men, I'll start with the women's. For the women's, I do think I'll be a little biased here. I do think it's UNLV. Before this year, they won 4 straight Mountain West regular season titles. So I think they do have a little bit of that chip on their back. It really wasn't it was a good season, but it wasn't like a great season from what they've had from years past. And what they have from years past. But I do think they will be a problem here. And then for the men, I do think, obviously there's San Diego State, Utah State, New Mexico, some of these top teams in the Mountain West for the men. But I do think GCU does have a chance. They're great offensively and they're great defensively as well. So I think GCU could be a little bit of a problem for both for the men's tournament, a little bit of a dark horse.
Yeah, if you had to just shot in the dark right now, who do you believe is going to win it all for men's and women's?
Cool. For the women's, I think UNLV. And then for the men's, I think San Diego State might win.
Yeah, you look back a few years ago, they were just like the most dominant team I had seen.
Yeah.
When I was very pleasantly surprised to see how much they advanced in like the tournament and March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, but thank you so much, Ansley. That was very enlightening. So now I'm going to head back to Ethan.
Thank you, Jade. So now I'm going to take it to Nick Rashke, who's going to be talking to us about the F1 season opener.
It's officially March, and that means the wait is over. The 2026 Formula One season is finally here, and it's kicking off in Melbourne, Australia. Albert Park is ready and expecting sellout crowds for what is one of the most anticipated years in F1 history. Here's what to look forward to. This isn't just a new season, it's a new era. We've seen the biggest regulation changes in decades. The cars are nimbler, smaller, and lighter, and they're designed to follow and race closer than ever before. Under the hood, the power units have been completely rebooted. There's now a 50-50 split between electrical energy and the internal combustion engine. They also run on 100% sustainable fuel. Aside from the new cars, we have a totally mixed grid. Audi makes its long-awaited debut, and Cadillac joins the fray as the 11th team on the paddock, the first time there have been 22 cars since 2016. We will see how they stack up against the defending Constructors' champions McLaren, along with other top contenders like Red Bull, Mercedes, and Ferrari. The biggest question, however, surrounds the local hero, Oscar Piastri. After a heartbreaking end to 2025 as his teammate Lando Norris swooped up the championship, the hometown native looks to start his 2026 campaign by breaking the curse and claiming the historic first Australian podium in race history. It's a new season, and we have a lot to look forward to at the Australian Grand Prix on Saturday, March 7th at 11 p.m. Eastern Time on Apple TV. This is Nick Rashke with the Varsity Sports Show.
I'm back on.
Love it, guys. I am loving it. I mean, tonight we are off and running. You know, we get Johnny walking the streets of Madison, Wisconsin, kicking off his spring break, talking about Prescott High School and Mesquite and that upset out there. And then Ansley joining us from Las Vegas, talking about the Mountain West basketball preview for men's and women's. And now we got Ratchke talking a little Formula One. How else could this show improve? Jade, what do we have next?
I can tell you so sincerely how much this is going to improve, and I'm very pleased to introduce our next guest, Craig Baker from UNLV, talking about UFC 26. How are you doing?
I'm good, Jade. How are you?
So good. Tell me about UFC 26. Who are our picks? Who are we betting on?
UFC 326 from Las Vegas tomorrow, fight capital of the world. Banger of a card from top to bottom. I could talk until I'm blue in the face about each and every fight on this card, but let's go right to the main event. You got Max Holloway out of Hawaii, and he's taking on Charles Oliveira of Brazil for the BMF belt. This belt is reserved for the baddest fighters in the game, the most violent, the most exciting, and these guys have been doing it for a long time. So it's just going to be an incredible fight. Max Holloway is generally regarded as one of the best boxers in the UFC, incredible hand skills, and he's coming off of really two keystone moments in his career at lightweight, 155 pounds, knocking out Justin Gaethje in a crazy moment, and then he goes down to New Orleans and takes out Dustin Poirier in his home state, and I think he just looks so dangerous at lightweight. And then Charles Oliveira, there's nothing more to be said about this guy. He actually holds the UFC record for most finishes. He's a threat everywhere on the feet standing. But his particular danger comes from his jiu-jitsu skills on the ground, most submissions in UFC history. So, it's just going to be an insane war, and I cannot wait to see it tomorrow night. It's, for picks, I think I'm going to have to go Max Holloway, see if he can do a trio of keystone moments, but we'll see. It's going to be a very, very good fight.
Let's not forget about how Ilya Topuria slept both of these fighters, two sweethearts of the UFC. Personally, I have Max Holloway, but I am so terrified to see last 30 seconds if it gets to or last 10 seconds if it gets to the fifth round, the points to the ground. I'm not ready for that. I'm an Oliveira girl through and through. Top card, I have Brazilians. I like jiu-jitsu. I'm a big fan. I like the green trunks. I like having fun. So what's the next fight after the main event that you're most excited for?
It's got to be co-main, Kyle Baralho versus Renier de Ridder out of the Netherlands, Brazil versus Netherlands matchup with title implications. Whoever wins that may very likely go up and take on the 185-pound champion. That's going to be an insane stand-up fight. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, I hate the 185 division right now. Not the biggest Khamzat fan myself if we are talking about middleweight, which I believe that we are. Don't like strikers. I like jiu-jitsu. I like strikers. I like boxers. I like something a little bit more entertaining than a single leg sweep every now and then. But thank you so much for your time, Craig Baker. I can't wait for the fights tomorrow, and I'm going to hand it back over to Ethan.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jade. And up next, we have Jalen Higgins, who is going to be talking to us about the Carvana Mesa Cup.
The fastest growing sport in America took over Mesa. The Carvana Mesa Cup brought some of the world's best pickleball players to the Arizona Athletic Grounds, all chasing valuable PPA Tour ranking points and early season momentum. Across the Arizona Athletic Grounds, hundreds of competitors have filled the courts, ranging from amateur players to some of the top professionals in the world. The week-long tournament features singles, doubles, and mixed doubles competition, all part of the Professional Pickleball Association Tour's cup-level stock. Players say the level of competition here stands out, causing the need for improvement from match to match.
Oh, I need to improve on a lot of things. I'm sure probably forehand, work on like a DD, drive drop, getting that more consistent, and then just making sure that I plant and execute the first volley, making sure it's a solid first volley.
With 1,500 ranking points on the line, every match carries extra pressure as players look to build momentum early in the season. The event continues to draw strong crowds and highlights the rapid growth of pickleball across Arizona and the country.
Every year, every tournament, we see there's more and more people coming to watch, and it makes it a little more enjoyable for us, the pros.
On Championship Sunday, men's singles saw Chris Haworth defeat Ben Johns. Annalay Waters defeated Kate Fahey in women's singles. Anna Bright and Hayden Patriquin took down Waters and Johns in mixed doubles. Ben Johns and Gabe Tardio defeated Christian Alshon and Hayden Patriquin for the men's doubles title. And the women's doubles saw Annalay Waters and Anna Bright come out victorious. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Jalen Higgins.
Gotta love the PPA Tour. Up next, we have Cole Bruntz, who's going to be talking about Perry High School game. How are you doing?
Bruntz reporting with the Varsity Sports Show, and I'm going to be talking about the 6A boys basketball semifinal game in Arizona, where we had the Tucson High Magnet Badgers going up against the Perry Pumas. Both teams were hot from the three-point line tonight. For the Badgers, senior Patrick Flores, he was hitting some threes for them and helping them keep their lead through the first half, up all the way until about under a minute left, where the Pumas actually pulled ahead and they went into halftime with a 1-point lead where it was 38-37. And the Pumas did not lose that lead for the rest of the game. For the Badgers, with 6 seconds left to go in the game, they put up a 3-point shot that would have tied it, but they ultimately ended up missing it. And the Pumas are advancing now to the 6A boys basketball state championship, where they will face the Liberty Lions. And for the Pumas, the player of the game was Colby Barnes. He hit some threes for them and definitely was a factor in winning this game for the Pumas. And the Pumas are also playing the bad boy role, as they have upset multiple teams in the playoffs and hoping to do so again against Liberty. Once again, this is Cole Bruntz reporting on the 6A Arizona boys basketball semifinal game.
Awesome. Thank you, Cole, from the U of A. Wow, what a show. Quick strike, and we hit a lot of topics. What I want to know is this. Ethan, let's start with you. What are your plans for spring break?
My plans for spring break, honestly, nothing. And I couldn't be happier. I've had a busy semester, so I'm just looking to sleep in, kick my feet back, and just relax and recharge the batteries.
How about you, Jade?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to Newport Beach to my two closest friends. It's going to be great. I love the beach.
Oh, that is great. You'll definitely have to do some reporting from there. But actually, no, I take that back. We don't want to see you or hear from you until next week. So take the week off, enjoy it. We'll still be here. We're going to be working feverishly this coming week, as well as tomorrow morning. Join us on the Varsity Sports Show on AM 1060 KDUS Arizona from 10 to 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 9 to 10 Pacific. Or on the 1060 app, AM 1060 app. My co-host in studio will be Queen Creek High School Athletic Director Matt Harris. He's an old friend of mine, and we'll be joined with a plethora of guests, including Queen Creek baseball coach Michael Moreno, Queen Creek softball coach Ann Pearson, our old friend Saguaro Sabercat basketball coach Lucas Ramirez, and brand new athletic director at brand new university, Nevada State University in Henderson, Yvonne Wade. Join us again tomorrow morning on the Varsity Sports Show. On behalf of our amazing co-host this evening, Ethan Kinney and Jade Giuffre, my name is Vince Delicio. Thanks again for joining us for Friday Night Live, presented by the Varsity Sports Show. And thank you, by the way, Marla Mundo, doing a great job producing the show. Have a great night, everyone.
All right. See you, Vince. Enjoy your guys' spring breaks.
It's Friday Night Live with Vince, pregame, postgame show. Your destination for top high school previews and wrap-ups with Vince and his team. Buckle up and hang on for Friday Night Live.